everybody, it's Jill with Angel Creations. Welcome back to my craft room. I have a guest crafter today. Welcome, please, Kraftsbyjazzy. And we're going to do a craft collab together today. And I will be sure to link Kraftsbyjazzy in the description box below. Make sure you watch her channel. She's got a great channel over there. And we actually met each other at our local Dollar Tree. Did you have your YouTube channel before we met?
Actually, no. I started it a little bit after the pandemic.
Yeah.
Around the pandemic time.
Yep, and I started mine in the middle of, right at the beginning of the pandemic too. So we're both relatively new baby YouTubers.
Yeah.
So, but we thought we would do a cute little craft for you today. We're going to be making this little bucket. We're going to call it a little bucket out of tin cans. Really inexpensive. We're going to reuse what we have, and this is going to be adorable. When we are done, we're going to put some foliage in it, and we are using napkins, and I believe they're all from the Dollar Tree. This one might not be from the Dollar Tree. I don't know. I have quite a napkin stash, but I think it might have been. But these are definitely from the Dollar Tree, and so beautiful. And basically it's just going to be Mod Podge on there, and then we're going to fill it with some pretties. So that's what we will be making. So I don't know if you want to say anything, Jazzy.
Be sure to follow both of us.
Yeah.
We do have Facebook and Instagram. I just helped her set up her Instagram.
Yes.
And obviously we have YouTube, so be sure to follow us, because hopefully we can do some more collabs together in the future.
Yes, because we don't live far from each other at all. So yeah, caring is sharing, sharing is caring, so make sure you share this video with everybody that you know and love. And if you like what you see today, give us a thumbs up. And I definitely will put Jazzy's channel in the descriptions too, so go check her out. So basically we're going to be using some white Waverly chalk paint today, some Mod Podge. We picked out some tin cans. This is a wider tin can. Oh, you got a little bit of sharpness there. And we're going to be munching on grapes. We had a nice little lunch together today. This is the first time we're doing a collab for me and for you. Neither one of us have ever done a collab, so we're going to have some fun. All right, so I'm going to turn the camera down, and the first thing we're going to do is get right into painting our cans. Hopefully I won't hit this camera, and hopefully you will be able to see what we are doing. So basically we're just slapping slapping the paint right on our can. Doesn't have to be perfect. I always say that, you know, that we may have to dip right in the can too. I don't usually, but the two of us, we might need to do that. Alright, so you're just gonna paint it up. And I did a little bit of the inside of my can too, just because a little bit might show. So yeah, so I remember we did some gnomes at the beginning of our channels. We were both doing gnomes. I have so many gnomes around my craft room. I have Valentine gnomes, Easter gnomes. I have little woodsman gnomes.
I like the gnomes.
I love the gnomes.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
And everybody does them very differently.
Right? There's so many ways to do them. So many. Some people use rice, beans. I've seen people use the foam, the cones. I'm going to do the bottom of mine too. Let me see. I think I did on the other one too. Oops. Just in case you can see the bottom when it's all finished. So save all your cans because these are really a great thing to craft with. You can grubby these up and make them look all old and farmhousey and fun.
And
so much.
So many designs out there too.
Right, so much you can do with them. So you guys don't probably need to watch us paint, so we will speed this up. Alright, so now we're going to use the heat gun and we're just going to dry it up real quick. This cuts about half your drying time. Jazzy and I both have this. If you would like, we will put these, a link to our, I'll put a link, yeah, here's Jazzy's. I'll put a link to mine in the description below, and then Jazzy can put a link to hers in her description. They're only about, what were they, $12 or $13?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty cheap. But now my husband wants me to buy him one.
He needs one too?
Yeah. For what he does.
Yeah. I have to meet Jazzy's husband because he's a smart man and I need to meet a smart man to help me with my computer skills. Yeah, so it's still a little bit wet. I actually have a little thing to fix right here. So this is what I have. I only painted a little bit inside, and it really doesn't have to be fancy because we're going to grubby it up. So we're just going to dry these up and then we'll show you the next step. Okay, so I forgot to tell you that I did drill holes on either side of my can before I painted it, by the way, too. I forgot to tell you about that. So here is our cans. I did my bottom. Did you do yours? Yeah. Yep. And you can tell they're not, you know, they're not perfect, but now we get to pick out a napkin and Mod Podge them on. So I did this one. Where is my can? Right here. I did this one already. That's what this one looks like that Jazzy's holding, and that came out so cute.
It's
so
super cute.
Yeah, and I didn't put any distressing or anything on this, but I probably will go back with some antique wax from Waverly, which looks like this. Where's my camera here? And that just distresses it, but not everybody likes that part. But so I already picked this scene, so I'm gonna pick out, I think I'm gonna do a plaid napkin today.
I'm gonna do this one.
All right. And so you're gonna do that one. So let's move our napkins out of the way. And now when you're working with a napkin in Mod Podging is the, let me just cover this so I don't spill. 'Cause I'm famous for spilling paints or Mod Podge all over my work surface. So when you're working with napkins, there's usually 1 or 2 layers. So we have to separate those layers. Sometimes there's 2. And also, when you're doing this, you want less Mod Podge, the least amount. You just want it a little sticky because it will get too wet. I'm not sure. So this one came off easy, and I think this is the only one. But sometimes they have 3 layers. I think that other napkin had 3 layers, but I don't see. Yep. This one has 3. Okay. Just have to grab this corner. See, I almost didn't think this had another layer, but so this one has 3 layers.
Yeah, this one's like tissue paper.
Yeah. Now you're just going to cut around yours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can just, there's scissors. You can grab us. Those probably aren't the best, but these are probably better. Not that a napkin is going to be hard to cut. Yeah, I'll take a pair too. We'll just put them down here. Are we on camera? Are we showing you what we're doing? Let's see. All right. Now, being our first collab together, we are trying to squeeze in to the to the camera so that you can see us good. In the future, we might have to back our table up and put the
stand.
The stand, yeah. So I'm gonna just take mine and trim mine to fit because let's see, I have plaid on mine. It's gonna go all the way around, but that's what I would do to you is what you got there, cutting. Like that napkin, I just cut around it. So I'm just cutting my napkin down in size. And it doesn't have to be perfect. But you have to remember where your two holes, well, you don't really with the plaid, but you have to remember where the front of your can is if you're working with something that's definitely going to have a front.
But you can also, if you get crazy, you can use the second one and do
on the other side.
Yeah, double.
Yeah.
You do double.
Yep.
So you can change
both
it.
sides. Can they see what you're doing?
Yeah.
So like that. Yep.
So you can have one side and one side.
And you can even cut your excess off even if you want. Alright, so now we're just going to shake up the Mod Podge real good. We'll pour some in a cup.
I'm going to trim it a little bit more.
And we're going to go with less is more when it comes to Mod Podging it. So basically, I'm going to give this just a slap happy coat of Mod Podge, real thin, real quick, because Mod Podge dries really fast. So we're just going to give this a real quick, thin layer, haphazardly. Just make sure you get your edges in your middle good. And you just...
And so for me, I'm making sure my holes are kind of lined up so it looks
right, so that
even.
So that it's centered.
Yep.
You want to get this up top your rim here too. Whoops, whoops, whoops! Look what I did, Jazzy. Ah!
Oh my goodness.
We'll just have to use that up off that.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Oh my goodness! Spilt the Mod Podge. So make sure you get the top and bottom edges really, really good. But like I said, thin. But make sure you cover your whole can, top and bottom edges. And then basically, you're just gonna put your napkin on it. And smooth it as you go. And you are going to have some bubbles, but that's okay because we're making this look, whoops, I'm going off my edge here. Let's go back up. There we go. And you just want to play with it. You don't have a lot of time to play, but you just want to play with it as best you can. And you want to see all of these ripples in this can, so you just want to smooth it out. And I have too much Mod Podge in places, and it's actually coming through my napkin. So really, less is better. Oh, I ripped my napkin over here, so I got to take a little piece of this. I'm going to show you what I just did. I ripped my napkin. No one's going to know the difference, though. I ripped my napkin, so I'm going to put this little patch right over it. You won't even know when I'm done.
And see, mine, I didn't put enough Mod Podge.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
you're going to put more on top, too, so...
So
as long as you have enough to hold it.
Yeah, just go back under and kind of put a little bit there. Take it down.
And then I'm going to trim off what I have here for excess. And then I'm just going to tuck it over whatever's left. Oh, I ripped my can again. Guess I gotta dry it before I, because my finger's stuck to it. All right. So I stuck to it again, so I'm going to put another little patch. Awesome. Look at how cute that is.
It's super cute.
It is. Super, super cute. Alright, so I'm going to take the dryer to this and put you on pause, but I'm putting little patches on mine. Alright, so we have our first coat on, and mine has a whole bunch of little patches because I got stuck to mine, but you won't see those when this is all over. So we have taken our dryer. Look at Chassis. How cute is that?
Super cute.
Two-sided. Love that. And so we're going to do a second coat of Mod Podge right now, and then we'll dry it and we'll be right back. So just brushing on a good thick layer of Mod Podge all over the can. Just wanted to show you that we're pressing down because we want all the can, what are these called? These little ridges in the can. We want those to show through. So yeah. There's probably a technical term for those little ridges.
Ridges, there you go.
So that's all we're doing, and then we're going to just dry this with the hot gun. Go.
I would just say be careful also when you're doing this, as you're heating it up with these blow dryers, the tin gets very, very hot.
Very hot, yes.
So don't burn yourself.
Right. So you kind of have to take a break. Mine's not completely dry, but the can is very hot, so you just have to take a little break in between. You can still see that mine is...
Yeah, she's got more...
I did slap mine on pretty bad, yeah. I'm pretty bad about it.
I think mine you can't tell that much because...
Yours is nice and dry.
Yeah, and it's also so white and clear, so
yeah,
you can't really see it much.
Yeah, it looks so cute.
It is cute.
So simple. What a simple...
It kind of reminds me of like the flowers back in the day, like the 70s flowers. Kind of like a earthy tone.
It's very country, very farmhouse, shabby chic. It goes with all of that. Yeah.
It's cute.
It is really cute. All right, so I'm going to put the heat back on mine for a little bit. Okay, so now you can, we are done drying our buckets, and we are taking some, this is actually just a piece of packing foam that came in a package, and we are just going to shove those down. But you know what? We better bend our can first.
Yes, let's bend
so
it.
what we're going to do is find our two sides where we put our holes. These are mine too. And then we're just going to squeeze it. Just a little. Squeeze it. You want to come down and squeeze the bottom in a little bit. Sometimes you have to kind of give it a little... You're not really doing the bottom, that's going to stay round, but you're just trying to squeeze it in a little bit to prim it up a little. Alright? There. So now we have this. right. Now we're gonna just put our foam down inside. And you know what we didn't do is put a hot glue gun on today. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take a little bit of, let's see what we got here for glue. We're gonna put a little bit of Fix-All that we get from the Dollar Tree, and we're just gonna stick a little bit onto our foam and stick it on the bottom of our can so that it will stay there. We're just sticking that down inside, and we're not going to even wait for this glue to adhere. All right, so that's what we have going on right now. And we don't have any more of this cool rusty wire that I put onto this can already. So we are going to use regular shiny silver wire, and I think what we might do is just paint it black a little bit. Let's see, this one's a brand new roll, so I'm starting it. All right. So I'm gonna just do about, I'm just gonna, whatever you think, however tall you want yours, and I'm just going to do a little bit of black paint. Just a little apple barrel black paint, and I'm just going to let it on, put it on my wire and dry my wire real quick. Okay, so you can see we painted our wire a little bit with black. It's very difficult to paint a piece of wire like this. So after we get the wire on our bucket, we're gonna do a little more when it's all over and done with. But I like to, I don't know what Jazzy wants to do, but I like to take a pencil and just make a little twirl at the top of my wire, just to give it a little decoration. And then I'm just going to stick my wire into the holes that I made with the what's that thing called? A drill. And I'm just going to twist mine on. Cute, Jazzy. So cute.
It is cute.
This is so much fun.
It is fun.
So what is your favorite Dollar Tree?
I would say I go between the one on 54 in Zephyr Hills and the one in Dade City.
Yeah.
I'm not too much of a fan of the one by the Walmart.
Me either. That's bad management. Really bad management.
They never have anything.
They're never stocked. It's always a mess. Toys all over the floor. But they don't ever have what you're looking for. That's the worst part of it. So this is what I have. Just a little bucket with a little wire handle. A little fancy one. And I will go back with a sponge and just sponge on a little more black when I'm all done, though. We're going to continue. Look at how cute that is. So cute. Alright, most of this wire is not going to show anyways because we're going to put some fall foliage in here now. So we have our little styrofoam that's really not glued yet. It will be, but we didn't put hot glue. We just put some of the super glue adhesive from the Dollar Tree. So it'll dry, and when it does, it won't move. But for now, we are just going to stuff this with some foliage. So I'm going to get that together, and when I get that all in front of me, and we're all organized for that, I'm going to turn you back on. Technical difficulties. Okay, so we have some of these from the Dollar Tree last year, and we have all these picks from the Dollar Tree this year. So we have some orange, we have some reds, and we have some yellows. So we're just going to separate these from this the pick, and we're just going to start doing our little fall arrangement. I'm terrible at making arrangements, but I do my best. So don't follow me, but you're just going to basically, we are here to inspire you.
Yes.
You're going to do your own thing. But what you're going to do is you're just going to simply start sticking these into your foam on both sides and work towards the middle. And I'm going to turn you down so you can see what we're doing. So I'm just sticking them in to the foam. And you can bend these and move them to work for you. So Jazzy's favorite, oh sorry, there's two of them here. I'll get another pair. Jazzy's favorite store is Dollar Tree, Dade City, and Dollar Tree, Zephyr Hills, which is the same as mine. I would say those are my two favorites. If you're local, you know why we're picking those two. But I know the manager in Dade City so well now, Jackie, that she's actually holding two boxes of white Cricut vinyl for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's so good to me. And she does such a good job at that store. I need to steal an orange.
Sure.
She really makes, every time you go in there, everybody's hustling. They're putting things away, or I don't know, they do a lot. She's got a good team in there.
I love it in there.
Me too.
It's so organized.
Did you go in one time and talk about me? Because she's like, this girl Jill on YouTube. It must have been you, I thought.
It might have been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to my manager, yeah. I'm like, that must have been Jazzy. Good to know. Jazzy's in here talking me up. Yeah. And so we're just stuffing our can little by little with our foliage. And this is such a good, look at that. Oh, I love that in there, that little, it gives it a good zhuzhes it up.
Yep.
Bling bling. And then we're going to take some Spanish moss when we're happy with our arrangement, and we're going to tuck some Spanish moss down in here too. Well, look at this stem. It has one leaf.
Mine did that too.
I suppose I'll use it, right? Why not?
You can add them in there.
Because it's going to just be left over, so I'll just stick it in my arrangement. Now you can put jute on here, you can put rope on here, you can put ribbon. You don't have to use wire.
I bought some ribbon.
You brought some ribbon with you.
See, you could do like
so
buffalo.
cute. I love buffalo check.
If you wanted to take some of this, maybe wrap it around your wire, you could.
Yes.
To decorate it more.
Yes. Or you can bypass the wire and actually do the rope for a handle would be cute. Because the rope for a handle could come down.
Yeah.
And it just could lay across the rope.
Too.
That would be cute. Yes, that would be adorable. All right, so I think I might be happy with, well, I'm never really happy with my floral arrangements, but, so the one leaf thing fell right off. I guess I'll just stick another, let me see, one of these in there in that spot that I had the other one. So it's a little fuller. So now that we have our arrangement, I'm just going to get some Spanish moss out. But you know what we're going to do? We are going to plug in, do we need our hot glue?
Maybe.
To stick our moss in, or do we just want to stick it in?
We could just stick it in.
Yeah, we could probably just stick it in, because I usually burn the crap out of my hands anyway.
Well,
when I
sticking it in too, because you can always change this up if you want to.
Right.
Throughout,
that's right. You can change
seasons.
You could, if this goes with your decor, you could change it out and have different foliage, or you could change the napkin each time. I mean,
I know Dollar Tree has also like pumpkins, so towards like pumpkin time or closer to Thanksgiving, you could maybe even put pumpkins in there.
Yes,
That'd be cute.
That would be a great idea. Look how cute.
The little ribbon.
Oh my gosh, so cute. And when you got little, all of the berries make a really cute touch. I love the ribbon with it. That looks so cute.
Super cute.
Right. So now we're just going to take Spanish moss that I also get at the Dollar Tree, and we're just going to shove our moss in down the bottom just to finish off our little basket. Now, when you do this at home, you should probably put your hot glue on. We didn't do that today, but you should, because our foam should be hot glued in, and it's wiggly.
Yeah, like I can literally take mine out.
Right, and so can I. But we didn't think ahead, so we didn't put our glue gun on. But we didn't think we were going to need it because we were Mod Podging. So we didn't do that step, but you should do that step. And now we're just going to pull and make a mess. Let's move our food and probably our Mod Podge. I had a cover for this somewhere. I'll just move it behind so it doesn't fill up with all this mess anywhere. Yeah. And so now we're just going to take pinches of our moss. Whoop. And just start filling in right here so that it just looks a little more finished. And now you can fluff your leaves and bend them, spread them out, fluff as you go. Kind of have to be rough with it.
Yeah, it doesn't want to break.
It doesn't. Yeah, and you're just stuffing it in around the edges. This one has a big stick. Ooh, couple of sticks. I guess that's from what you get when you shop at the Dollar Tree. I think the Dollar Tree is doing so well with all of their new things.
I love it.
Oh my God, they have really stepped up their game. They know that they're watching somebody because they know that all of us crafters are in there. And now they're coming out with so many nice crafts and blanks. It's almost a craft store. That one aisle in Dade City is almost a craft store.
Yeah.
Just in its own rights.
Yeah.
I go to, okay, so you know the little patty pan, the little pumpkin that was made out of cement, I'll say. Cement.
Yeah.
Well, I found that at the Hobby Lobby, the exact same one with the gold top, and it is $5.99.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love going back and forth with both of Hobby Lobby and Dollar Tree.
Right.
Because you can get ideas from Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
And then go back to Dollar Tree and say,
Yes, how can I? Or I'll go on the Kirkland's website and I will just see what they have and I will make it. I can go to the Dollar Tree, get the supplies, and make a dupe of Kirkland's thing.
Yeah.
And I just think, and you know, most of the stuff you can now get at the Dollar Tree, which we used to have to go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
I think this needs a little tag, so while you guys watch Jazzy, I'm gonna get up and get a little tag so we can have a little tag.
Put in the comments.
Do a metal tag or a wooden tag? Which would you prefer?
Either one.
I'm gonna do a little metal tag. No, I think I'll do a wooden one, and I'm gonna put your napkin, Mod Podge, your napkin on it. So,
that'd be
and
cute.
you can do the same, or you can do
A different
Yeah, I have a piece left over, or you have that napkin. I think I put them all behind me. But I think they need a little tag just hanging off of it. Wouldn't that be cute? And if you want to write like Hello Fall, there's markers right over there.
Okay.
So I'm just going to take my little wooden thing, my little tag, and where did we put all the napkins? I put them over somewhere. Here they are, right in front of me. Here's another piece, if you want that. And then,
yeah, I'll use this one.
I'm going to use one of these. This is just what happens when you craft. You come up with another idea. I just feel like it needs a little something hanging from it, just to make it a little more country-ish. So, this is the part that's hard, is separating your napkins.
Yeah. Could have had mine, but I used both sides.
Yeah. That's okay.
That one's not too bad. It's only one layer.
Yeah. Once you get it going on the corner, yeah. I'm just going to center it and Mod Podge it. Yep, perfect. And then
just cut a little square to match it.
There's our little Mod Podge. I put way too much. And I'm just going to center mine as best I can. Just so some of it is on there. Trim around the edges.
Are you recording?
Yeah. I can stop it for a moment. Okay. All right. Little sanding block. And I'm just going to sand off the edges. Yeah, it came out cute, huh? I'm just going to sand off the edges instead of cutting that close. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay. Now I just have to make this hole down here. I'm just going to use the end. I think I stole your, oh no. I'm just going to use the end of my paintbrush to make that little hole. And there you have it. Okay. I'm going to put this mess away and then we will be right back. Okay, so while Jazzy's putting another coat of Mod Podge on her, whoops, on her little tag, I'm going to take a baby wipe and I'm going to put a little antique wax on my tag just to, you can do that, just to grubby up my tag a little bit. So I'm just taking my finger, dabbing it into my wax. I'm going to get some of that off. Put you down. Share that camera. All right, and then I'm just going to be rubbing some of this onto the outside edges of my tag to make it look a little old and weathered. Like it's been around a little while. Just so that it's not as bright as it was. So there we go. Do my corners. I like to pay it to, oh, cute. That's your second coat to protect it.
Very cute.
Now, Jazzy and I both have Crickets, which is a vinyl cutter. And we could put words on these tags with our vinyl cutters. But if you don't have a vinyl cutter, you can use lettering from the Dollar Tree that is already a rub-on, or they have stickers, letter stickers, or you can just handwrite it with a Sharpie, or any paint marker will do. But I am just going to have a tag with no words, just hanging down from mine. So Jazzy is putting hers on with ribbon, and I'm going to be putting mine on with some jute from the Dollar Tree. I love the idea of the ribbon. That's really cute.
It's super cute.
And let's see. We'll say this is my front. So can you see what Jazzy's tying hers onto her handle. I didn't really have a plan for this tag, so I think I'm just going to tie my tag onto my bucket, maybe? Let's see. I think so. I think I'll put it up here. Let's see what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm going to just go around my bucket. Oh, that is so cute, Jazzy. Let's tie this off, and we are almost finished here.
I like the jute around it.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have to come up with more ideas.
We definitely have to do more collaborations. Let's put the camera up and show them our creations. Jazzy's, let's see. Jazzy's.
Super cute.
So cute. I love the black and white buff. She's got two sides. I love that. Great job. This adds so much. I love that. It really zhuzhes it up. That's my new word. Zhuzh. Zhuzhes it up.
Or as I say, jazz it up.
Yeah, jazzes it up for Jazzy.
Jazzy.
And this is our cute little creations. It looks like this needs to be manipulated a little more. But how
I
cute.
really like your little sunflowers. Super
Yeah. They would be a cute little set, wouldn't
Actually,
they?
yeah.
Yeah. So this is what we made today. We grubbied up some old cans with napkins, and we added some fall foliage. And we're supposed to have a little rusty wire, but I didn't have any rusty wire, so we painted our wire black. And you could use rope or ribbon or rusty wire. Yeah. And then we made these little tags with the little wooden tags from Dollar Tree. Yeah, that rope would be so cute, wouldn't it, for a handle? I think we need to make some more save your cans.
Yeah. Or even if you glued it like on the side right here.
Yeah.
Little handles hanging.
That's right, just from one side to the other. Yeah, so cute. So easy, so inexpensive, and what a cute little fall decoration for your neighbor or your home. I'm going to put mine in my house, and I'm going to enjoy it. And I hope you guys make one too. I would love to see pictures if anybody makes some.
Be sure to send it to either our Facebook or her Facebook.
Yeah, so
we can share it.
Yeah, so for Angel Creations, Facebook is spelled the same way, ANJILL, Angel Creations, Facebook, and Jazzy's is Kraftsbyjazzy.
Yep.
So we will put a
link to the bottom.
Yeah, in the description box. I will do that because Jazzy's teaching me how. So, and we're also on Instagram. So look for us over on Instagram too. This was our first collaboration. I hope everybody enjoyed it, and we sure did.
We did.
We've been talking a long time, but this was the first time we got together, had some lunch, did some crafts, learned some things, and she's way more technical than I am. I'm an old lady, and I need the kids to teach me what to do. So But yeah, well, you'll see more of us because we only live about, what, 8 miles or so?
About 8 minutes.
About
really.
8 minutes away, yeah. So, all right, everybody. Well, thanks for coming, Jazzy, and joining me for the day. And you'll see more of us, all right, in the future. So I hope you liked our craft, and make sure that you do our craft and send us some pictures to both of our places. And if you like this, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Sharing is caring, so make sure that you share this with all your friends and family and social media. And what else do we need to say? Anything other than thank you for watching?
Be sure to comment.
If
you want to see more of these, or you have ideas that you want to see us collab.
Yeah.
Help us come up with some ideas.
If you want to see more of us together doing collabs, we'll have to figure out the camera. We did all right, though. We did all right, yeah. All right, everybody. We had a blast. I'm so glad that you watched, and thank you so much for joining us today. Everybody, be well, wear your mask, and thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye now.